Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon.
Okay, so we are going to take politics after a long time. Okay, so do you remember what I taught in the first chapter? What is the name of the first chapter?
What
Yeah,
is democracy?
what is democracy and why democracy? Okay, few features we discussed. What are the features? Do you remember? Hmm? Four features mainly I told. What are those features? Everyone switch on your video. Four features. What are those four features? Adikesh, can you start?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
in democracy, the final decision-making power and
Hmm.
lies on the elected
Yes, lies
reps.
with the elected representatives. Okay, so decision power is with the elected representatives. Okay, second point, Nandana Sharath. Second point, do you remember? Okay, if you don't know, it's okay. I'm going to another person, no problem. Lakshmi, do you remember?
Democracy must be based on a free and fair election.
Yeah, free and fair election so that every party should have a fair chance of losing also. Okay, then Nandana got any one point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is that?
Ma'am,
Yeah, it's related to voting. What is that?
ma'am, the democracy must be based on
Huh.
that Lakshmi said.
No, democracy must be based on voting. Regarding voting, what is that?
Ma'am, each adult citizen must have one vote.
One vote which is equal to, it should be
One
one
vote.
value, like that. Okay, one more point is remaining. What is that one more point? Can anyone say? Adikesh told, Nandana told, Lakshmi told, one more person. Can you say that?
Democratic,
Yeah.
democratic government rules
Hmm.
within limits set by
Yes,
constitutional law and citizens' rights.
democratic government always will be ruling according to the constitution. Okay, so these are the four points related to democracy which I told you. Other than that, few more points I told actually, that is mainly if we assess democracy, there are some important points. Okay, what are those important points? When we assess democracy, it's not that only before the election or even after the election there should be some features present. What are those features? Can anyone say? When we assess democracy, these things should be present. What are those things? Do you remember? Hmm?
Should be a normal political.
Should be.
A normal political.
Yes, there should be normal political activity even before and after the election. That is what. Next, anything do you remember?
Ma'am, division of powers.
Division of power should be there. Division of power should be there. Then,
Condition of political opposition.
what about the law? What about the judiciary? Something I told related to that. What is that?
Don't speak well. Because
Everyone should be equal before law, or judiciary should be always do the justice in a proper manner. Then something related to discussion I said, right? Some decision making, something I told. What is that? Anyone remember?
Uh, every major decision.
Every major decision that should be taken always through what?
Consultation.
Consultation, lot of consultation should be done before taking a major decision. This is what, and one thing I told you related to when we assess the democracy. Now there is a summary also I gave, that is almost same like the features. Rulers must be elected by the people, and rulers should take all the Major decision. Rulers in the sense who are there in the government. That's what I mean. Now elections that should offer a proper choice to the people. Another one, whatever choice and opportunity is given to the people, that should be on the basis of equality. Everyone should have equal rights and equal, or it should be practiced that all are equal in the eyes of law. Another one, whenever the government is taking any decision, that should be done through various consultation. So these are the main things you can see associated with a democracy. Now just 1 minute. Yes, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's not working or what? Against democracy, there are few points they are explaining that there are some points are there where it is we consider democracy is not practiced properly, or sometimes we say that it is not put into practice in reality. Okay, or we are not practicing democracy in a proper manner. That is what they have given the next topic. That because of that only there are some arguments against democracy you can see. The first thing, it is mainly related to leaders keep on changing. Okay, when the leaders keep on changing, there will be political instability. Why the leaders are getting changed all the time? Why the leaders are getting changed? Is there any reason?
People are electing the representatives.
People are electing the representatives. So,
Ma'am, every
So
5 years
every time
election is held,
5 years
and so
people elect
every
every 5 years election is held.
yes, every 5 years you can see election is held. So there is a chance that this may bring some changes in the government. So when there is a change in the government, what happens? People, if they are not happy with the present government, they may try to change the government. So this changes the leaders also. That leads to instability. So when there is an instability, so what kind of instability can happen in this? Can you say what kind of instability can happen in this? Why we say that it is yeah, what is that?
Sometimes on it is based on 5 years a government rules. So on the first 5 years there will be some missions and all which
some planning they might have done. Okay.
And it will be uncompleted. Some of the
it will not be completed sometimes, or
So
there
it
is no
not necessary that the next government
will continue that. Okay, so what will happen? There is an instability in the government you can see, or they are not continuing with the previous policies and all. Because of that, we say that there is instability in the government. Okay, now I told that this is the first point related to the demerits of democracy. Because of changes in the government, you can see political instability. Second one, it's all about political competition and power play. Political competition in the sense, what kind of competition is happening? Between whom the competition is happening?
The party.
Between the parties. Now they are competing like anything good to get the power. Okay, so that is why we say that it's like a power play, or it's like a competition which is extremely happening in our country, because every party they wanted to be in the power. So that is another problem you can see. This in democracy you can see all about, it's all about political competition. At the same time you can see their power play. There is no morality at all. They may sometimes they may do some cheating, or sometimes they may tell lies to the people to get the power. That is why we say that there is no morality. So this is one
Main
point you can
arguments
see.
typically presented against democracy. Democracy can lead to instability as the leaders keep changing in a democratic government.
You all can hear, right?
Quick action is not possible in democracy because many people need to be consulted.
Now, another great problem what they are telling, delay in decision. Okay, so one as a good point what I said that they all are taken into consideration because it goes through various consultation. Because of that we always take good decision. But there is a problem with that. What is that problem now? What is that problem?
They become late.
They become very much delayed, we say. Okay, you think of a situation where in school we wanted to take a decision regarding school. Okay, regarding the something related to your studies. So is it possible, is it easy to get the suggestion from each and every student or from school class leaders? Which one is easy? Which one will be faster?
Class leader.
Class leaders, right? The other one, it will be very it will be delayed. I mean, each and every class you have to go, you have to collect the information. That is not necessary. You just call your class leaders, you ask their suggestion, put it into practice. That will be very faster. Okay, so the same way what they have given here, it can lead to a delay in decisions because too many people are there to discuss. You know that how a bill is passed. How a bill is passed? First it will be brought into the Lok Sabha. Their discussion will be there, their thoughts will be there. Some will say some suggestions, some will tell that this should be removed. Like that, so many suggestions will be there. After so many days only, it will be going to Rajya Sabha. There also, the same procedure happens. Then it will go for signing. So like that, you can see so much time it takes for taking a decision. There will be suddenly, if you want to take a decision, it is not possible to follow this kind of practice in a country. Next.
Before making any kind of decision, politicians are not too concerned.
What is corruption here? To get the power, what all they can do as corruption?
They move the polling.
They will?
They can move the polling from one place.
See, corruption, when we say corruption, what do you mean by that?
Get destroyed.
Can anyone say corruption? What is that? You want your need to be satisfied. For that you are giving money to someone. You are bribing someone. Here, political parties, what is their main aim? What is their main aim? Huh?
To win.
To get the power. They wanted to be in the government. So what can be what they can do for that as corruption?
They can use money for posts.
Yeah, they will give more and more money to the people so that they should put vote for them. They can come to the power. So there is a chance that they will be more corrupted because you know that many parties are there. They should win. So there is only one chance. They should give money.
In fact, electoral competition provides a lot of scope for corruption. Elected leaders may not necessarily be qualified to understand the...
Now, another thing I told that we are always taking good decision. Okay, because we are asking too many people, so we are taking good decisions. But there is a chance that we also government will take bad decision. Another one thing, you know that you know how many members are there approximately in our Lok Sabha? Somewhat? How many members are there somewhat? Approximately you say?
200.
No.
500.
500. Okay, 545 are there. 500 approximately you say. Okay. If all these people are sitting and going and sitting and taking decision, what will happen sometimes?
Some will take bad decisions.
Sometimes, is it only bad decision? Say in your class itself, you give okay, you just ask where do you want to go for picnic. So, your class, if 40 children are there, 40 of them will say the same place? No, there is a chance that then you will start fighting. No, I want this place. I want this place to be selected. Like that, there is a chance. The same thing happens there also. Okay, too many people are involved in the decision making, there is a chance there will be a lot of clash and they may take a bad decision afterwards. So this is what the same thing, if too many people are involved, sometimes there will be a delay, sometimes there will be clash between people, sometimes they may take the bad decisions. Okay, so that is what you mean by scope for bad decisions.
Best interests of the people. This can lead to bad decisions. Finally, it can be said that ordinary people are not qualified to select a good leader.
Now one more thing they say, we are all common people, so there is a chance that ordinary people may not select good leaders. Okay, like for example, I told that some people, they are giving money for the people, to the people for the vote. Okay, so if I am putting vote on the basis of that money, am I good in selecting that particular person?
No.
Am I doing justice?
No.
No, I am saying that whether I am getting money or not, that's all. I am not seeing that whether that person is good for the country, whether he is able to rule, he can govern the country. I am not seeing that. So there is that is what next problem they are telling. Ordinary citizens sometimes take wrong decision or take wrong people in the government. Okay, so these are the arguments against, you can see, related to democracy. Even though I told so many bad effects or demerits for this democracy. I told like decisions cannot be taken, delay in decision, common people cannot select their representatives, even the political parties, it's like there is no morality for them, there is a lot of power competition or political competition is there. Even though I say all these arguments against democracy, I just think that which is the best form of government then?
Democracy.
Democracy is the best form of government. Okay, so here we are not talking about which one is the best. We are not telling. We are talking which one is better in comparison. What is that? When we compare the forms of government, which one is better? That is the question. Because if you see any form of government, it has its own defect and advantages, or its own demerits and merits. It has. Democracy also has a lot of merits and demerits. But if you compare democracy with monarchy, if you compare democracy with dictatorship, if you compare democracy with military dictatorship, what do you feel? Which one is better?
Democracy.
Democracy is better. So we may feel that even though I said a lot of drawbacks here, it may not be the ideal form of government, it may not be the best form of government, but when we compare which one is best, which one is better, democracy. Now next what they are talking, that is arguments in favor of democracy. Arguments in favor of democracy, when we say there are some situation they have given in your textbook, okay, before the points they were discussing related to the democracy, few introduction they have given, that is about China. Okay, now in China there was a famine. You know what is a famine? What is a famine? What do you mean by a famine? You have studied, yes, drought will be there. So what is the result? If there is drought, what is the result? Huh? Food grains will not be there. Okay, if there is lack of food grains, there is food scarcity. So people are not getting food grains now. If there is no food grain, you know, starvation will be there, hunger will be there. People are not having anything to eat. That is the situation. So in China, what happened in 1958 to 1961, this is the time period they have given, that is 1958 to 61, that period of time you can see there was a famine. Okay, now that famine, nearly if you see, many people died in that. 3 crore people died, it seems. You think of that, how when we say 3 crore, it is too high. Okay, so nearly 3 crore people died in that. And if you compare the situation of India and China during that time, do you think what would have been the situation for China and India? Compare the development of India and China in 1958. Think of that years. In 1958, in the sense, you think it is much near after getting the independence, right? Okay. So do you think that India is like what we see today? What do you feel? India was very, very poor before. Okay. So India also had this famine problem, but in India, like this, people didn't die. Okay, but China was better. China's development was better. They were better in development, they were more money, or they are rich compared to India. But even then, so many people died in China. What was the reason? That is one reason what they are telling, that is the political situation. What kind of political situation was there in China? What was that? There were only one party, and this one party, even if they do something for the people, even if they don't do, or if anything they harm they do, is there any use? Next election people can change them? No, the same party is going to come. So they are not answerable for whom? They are not answerable with the people. Are they answerable? Answerable means what? Is there any responsibility for them? No, because even if they do something good also, bad also, the same group of people are going to come, and nobody is responsible, accountable for the people here. Okay, so because of that reason, that is what economists say, because what political situation, what was there in China and India, it was different. India always they respond to the needs of the people. Because why they respond to the needs of the people? If they are not responding, what will happen? The people, next election, people will not elect that particular party. They will not be there at all. Okay, so that is what some difference what we can see. That is why we say that even though lot of demerits are there for democracy, we say that democracy is better than any other form of government. Okay, so here also the same thing happened. There were in China, no opposition party. You know that only one party is there, no opposition party. Whether media can tell anything against the party? No. If media, if they say anything, if they talk against the communist government, what will happen? What will happen? They will be getting punishment. Still it is like that. You might have heard that someone told about the COVID virus and what happened to them. You might have heard, right? Some doctors they told, somebody announced that this is what happened in China. They are the ones who released the virus. You might have heard, right?
Yes.
And you know that what happened to them. Okay, they will not survive there, or they will be kept quiet some other way. Like that it will be. Okay, so now also it's like that. So this example shows that democracy is giving much freedom to the people, or the government is more responsible towards the needs of the people. In India also we had famine, but government responded in a very fast manner. Government started supplying food grains to the people freely. You know that in Kerala we had a flood, right?
Yes.
Yes, that time you might have seen that government, how they distributed food grains and all to the people freely. There you might have seen that they were giving food grains and all through the helicopters and all like that. Okay, otherwise what they did, they called all the people to a camp, and they made them to stay there, and they provided food. Okay, so government will be like this in a democracy only, not in a place where only one party is there. There they will not respond like that. They don't feel that they feel that why they should respond to the needs of the people. It will be like that. Okay. Now next one, that is why we say that even though democracy there are lot of problem, better decision, better things will be taken in democracy. Okay. Now first thing, why do we say that democracy is a better form of government? First thing, it is a more accountable form of government. Accountable form of government in the sense it is more responsible towards the people. Okay, they are better in responding to the needs of the people. Whenever the people they want something, this government will respond in a faster manner. Okay, so why is it so? Because the rulers they will attend to the needs of the people. They will always listen to the needs of the people. So that is the first point in favor of democracy. What is that? They are the better form of government in comparing with others. Why they are better form? Why do we call it as a better form of government? What is the reason? Ellen, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is that? Why do we call democratic government as a better form of government?
Because when we tell anything to them, that they should
Yeah.
do. Otherwise, they will next time.
Yeah, because they are more responsible. They are more accountable to the people. They are very good in responding to the needs of the people, or whoever is there in the government. Fast they will attend to the needs of the people. Fast they will try to solve the problems of the people. So this is the first point. Okay. Now second one, democracy is based on consultation and discussion. I told that consultation, too much of discussion is needed. But even then they say that it is a merit. It is considered as a merit. So before that, just 1 minute. I'll show that video. After that, we'll come to the slide. I will show the slide, okay? Just wait.
Multiple parties.
Multiple parties are there. In China, what kind of system they have?
Not only one party.
Single party.
Single party system. Okay, so single party need not respond to them. There is no, they are not bothered about actually. Okay.
Shoulder and a press free to criticize the
Yeah,
government.
press is there, opposition parties are there. If this present government is not doing anything, they all will jump on them. Okay, they all will criticize them. So the government is compelled to take some decisions for the people. Government is compelled to do something for the people.
Therefore, the Indian government responded to the food scarcity in a manner very different from that of the Chinese government. In a non-democracy, the rulers may or may not respond to the needs and wishes of the people.
May or may not. It is their wish. Rulers, they can respond if they want. Even if they don't respond also, no problem. No one is going to do anything. Okay. So it is up to the wish of a ruler or up to the wish of a government there whether to respond or not. Even if they respond, it will be, the people will be happy. Even if they don't respond, there is no problem for the government here.
Thus, we arrive at our first argument in favor of democracy. A democratic government is more accountable to its people. As mentioned earlier, democratic decisions
The
involve
second point is related to the decision making. I told that decision making involves too many steps. Many people are taken into consideration, or we have to ask many people. Then it will go through various steps. Like that we are telling. Yes or no? So many needs to be consulted here. But even then, even if we are consulting, even after that, there is a chance that we will not make we will not make mistakes in that particular decision. Because when we are going to take a decision, you know that every person thinks in a different manner. Okay, so when they are thinking in a different manner, all will have different views about a decision. So some may say that okay, this decision is good. Some may say that okay, if you take this decision, this will happen. This may go wrong after some time, or it may have a bad effect on the people. Some will say that. So everything will be heard by the decision makers, and then only they will go for making the decision. So we say that the quality of decision making is very high in democracy. So So that is the second argument in favor of democracy. Even though a lot of consultation is done, even though time delay is there, even though many people are involved in decision making, even though there is clash between lot of people in decision making, finally when we take decision, the quality of the decision will be very good. So that is the second argument in favor of democracy, or that second argument that supports democracy.
A series of consultations, meetings and discussions among many persons. Granted that such a decision-making process is time-consuming.
Yeah, it is time-consuming.
This helps a democracy.
So democracy is based on consultation and discussion. It involves many people, and discussions will be there, meetings will be there. When it goes through various stages, we always feel that the quality of the decision making will be very high. So this is a second point or second argument to support democracy. The quality of decision making will be very high, or in democracy you can see that it improves. Democracy always improves the quality of decision making. So first feature, what is the first feature? Ellen, you told before, what is the first feature? Ellen.
Ma'am, I should read.
No, you tell.
If the ruler did not take the good decision, after that the people will not elect them.
What is that now? Advait Murali, can you tell the first point argument in favor of democracy?
A democratic government is a better government because it is more accountable form of government.
That is the first point. Okay. What is the second point, Sridev?
Democracy involves many people, many discussions and meetings.
Yes.
So the quality will be very high.
Yes, quality of the decision making will be very high. Very good. With this I am stopping. I will be taking the next points later. Now, is there any, did I told you regarding the, what is that, the seminar, right? Yes or no? So, when you will be taking the seminar, Adikesh? Which day I told?
My ma'am, you can tell which day.
No, Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Okay, next Wednesday, because that time we will have economics, 2 periods will be there. Today is the same day, na? So one period we will take for history, the other period we will be doing for this economic seminar. Okay, please allot the topics for everyone. You got how many pages I told, right?
5 pages.
5 pages. So all those who are, including you, all those who are in your group have to do the seminar. Did you do any seminar in any other subject?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you know how to do that. Okay, I need not tell. Okay, then homework, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
One more I told, what is that? Map work. Okay, today once more I'll send that map work in your group. See that, and that 2 or 3 pages will be there. So see that, and you can take the printout and do it. Okay, so by Monday, then homework also I will give you time. By Monday in the sense when you come to class, everyone should have submitted this map work, then homework assignment. Okay, got it everyone? Okay, now yes.
Ma'am, can you explain how to do the map once again?
Blank map is given, right? Marked map is also given. Okay, so marked map, the places you see, mark it the same way. There is nothing difficult for you because already it is marked and given, and outline map also given. Okay,
And
so,
on
yeah.
the device,
No, take a print. It is for evaluation. Okay, this map alone, take a print and you have to do it and keep it in a file. Like portfolio, how you keep it in a file, you have to keep it a portfolio of social science. Okay, everyone understood? Okay, now taking attendance, Adikesh, Abhiram,
Abhiram present.
Adleo? Advait? Adleo is absent, just check. Advait?
Present, ma'am.
Advait, the other Advait? Present. Okay. Ehsan?
Adelio is present.
Huh?
Adleo
Adleo
is
is present.
Ma'am, Adleo is present.
Okay, okay. Ehsan? Present.
Present, ma'am.
Albert?
Present.
Ellen? Sajeev? Ellen present, right? Alvin?
I'm present.
Alvin? Alvin absent. Then Amaljit?
Present, ma'am.
Present. Amaljit, I have not seen you, I feel. Amin?
Present, ma'am.
Anantita?
Present, ma'am.
Anashwara?
Present, ma'am.
Anjana? Benedict?
Present, ma'am.
I think for the time of attendance he comes. Right? Fadil?
No, ma'am. I couldn't join before because of some problem.
Okay, Fadil? I saw him before. Okay. Hira? Present. Henin? Henin? Why Henin is not coming? Who is Henin's friend? Huh? No one is there? Her friend? Huh? Just ask her why she is not coming. Otherwise, I should call her now. Okay. Iron?
Present, ma'am.
Hrithwik?
Present, ma'am.
Isha?
Present, ma'am.
Ken?
Present, ma'am.
Lakshmi? CV? Absent. Lakshmi Nandakumar?
Present, ma'am.
Lynette?
Present, ma'am.
Nadeem? Absent. Nandana? Present. Navneet? Absent. Nikhil? Sorry. Nikhila. Sorry. Nivetya?
Present, ma'am.
Pooja?
Present, ma'am.
Sridev?
Present, ma'am.
Suryadev?
Present, ma'am.
Tamanna? Tom Jose?
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi?
Present, ma'am.
Jairus? Jairus, I didn't see him. Just check whether he is present or absent. Absent.
JRS is absent.
Absent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.